Father Wells.
Can I help you?
I hope so. P.I. Joe Marshall, Father. I'm here on behalf of the Barker family.
Yes, I see.
They're members of your church, I'm told.
They were.
So I'm sure you heard what happened to the boy.
I have.
What about this boy?
What about him?
Do you recognize him?
I do, yes.
Jack Williams. He was a member of your church too, am I right?
Yes.
Father, did you see Jack Williams last Friday night?
I didn't see much of anybody last Friday night. Not with the storm.
No. Of course not. Well, as you probably know, last Friday night there was a brawl at the pub involving several of the youth of the town. Howard Barker tried to intervene, but he was fatally wounded by one of the kids with a knife. The killer escaped into the storm, so he was impossible to track.
You believe the killer to be Jack?
Well, according to our witnesses, he was involved in the scuffle and he was bearing a knife, which isn't exactly a good look. Not to mention, he's been missing since the crime occurred. And there's no reason for an innocent man to run away. Are you expecting him at your service tomorrow morning, Father?
He does attend on a Sunday, yes.
Then I'd like to ask you a favour.
What is it?
I'd like you to invite Jack into the confessional booth after tomorrow's service. In the booth, I'd like to place a listening device. I believe he'll confess to the murder of Howard Barker, and we can bring him to justice.
The confessional is a holy sacrament.
I know, Father, but you'd be helping to bring justice.
Justice? In whose eyes?
Sorry?
You aim to bring justice by doing what you deem to be as right. But it is not for us to punish those we judge guilty of sin. True justice is delivered in the eyes of the Lord himself and no other. God knows if he is guilty, and in God's righteousness, you want Jack to confess. You need to ask him yourself.
I know, Father, but I'm just trying to help the Barkers find peace.
May God guide you on your path.
Great sermon, Father.
Thank you.
He's not here.
Not today.
Why might that be?
Perhaps he's out of town.
That seems awfully convenient.
I'm happy to stay and chat if you'd like to discuss my sermons further.
But otherwise, I have things to do, if you don't mind.
I'm ready to confess now. I need to get it out. Last Friday night, I was at the pub and well, I had one drink. I could see the other lads were getting a bit rowdy, so I agreed to stay for one more. Miss Davis, she took my empty glass, but it slipped out of her hand and As she went to pick it up, I caught a glimpse of her knickers. In that moment, I was just overcome with lust, and later that night, I pleasured myself. I hope Jesus can forgive me. Thank you, Father.
You're still here.
I was just about to be on my way.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
I hope so too.
Remember, P.I., God will bring the guilty to justice on Judgment Day.
That was some storm, huh?
Compose yourself, Jack! The only one who can forgive you is God. You must not judge yourself before he judges you. Do you want to enter a confession?
I don't think what I've done could be forgiven.
Get up. Jack, get up. Come back next Sunday. Then you can make a confession with a clear state